Hello students, in the last video you have studied about natural disaster, earthquakes, cyclone and floods, and today we will read about drought, volcanic eruptions and landslides. The next natural disaster is drought. Now what is drought? The very scanty or lack of rainfall causes drought. Rivers do not get sufficient volume of water and the level of underground water also falls. The soil constantly loses moisture through evaporation. Ponds and lakes also dry up. All these factors cause an acute shortage of water in the region. This condition is called a drought. In this, what happens? Crops cannot grow in the absence of water. It further creates a shortage of food grains. There is shortage of food. It is called famine. And people die of hunger in large numbers. Droughts and famines create conditions that often lead to widespread epidemics. In India, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka, and Odisha are most affected by drought. Now, this was about drought. Now, what precautions to be taken during drought? Now, first of all, farmers can adopt methods like canal or tank irrigation to irrigate the fields. Rainwater harvesting can also provide enough water to maintain the moisture of soil and to grow crops. Planting more and more trees brings heavy rainfall. Hence, planting trees and preventing deforestation can help reduce the risk of drought. Water stored in the reservoirs of dams can be used for irrigation. So, these were the precautions we should take during drought. And our next disaster is volcanic eruptions. Now, what is volcanoes? The cracks in the earth's crust through which magma flows out are called volcanoes. The magma comes from the mantle of the earth and reaches the crust through the cracks. Volcanoes are found in the form of conical mountains. Magma is pushed out due to the huge pressure built up under the ground. It rushes upwards through a vertical tunnel called vent and bursts out of the opening at the top called crater. It brings along hot gases, dust, and ashes. When the magma reaches the earth's surface, it is called lava, and lava solidifies and forms rocks. Now, there are three types of volcanoes. What are they? First, active volcanoes. Now, what is this? These volcanoes may erupt anytime or have erupted in the recent past. The barren island in the Andaman Island is an active volcano. Mount Vesuvius, Mount Fuji, and Mount Erebus are some of the famous active volcanoes. Now, next one is dormant volcanoes. These volcanoes have not erupted for many years but can erupt in future. Narcodan and Mount Kilimanjaro are dormant volcanoes. Now, next is extinct volcanoes. These volcanoes are not expected to erupt in future. Emperor Seamount and Zeudal volcano are extinct volcanoes. I hope student you have understood about volcanoes. Now, the last natural disaster is landslides. Now, what is this? When rocks, debris and soil move down a slope, it is called a landslide. This happens during or after heavy rainfall. It may also occur after an earthquake. During a landslide, a mass of earth or rock collapses from a mountain or a cliff. It is also called landslip. Now, Here are some natural causes of landslides. What are they? See, groundwater pressure destabilizes the place, loss of vegetation and deforestation, erosion of slope by rivers, ocean, waves. Earthquakes shake the land. Overconstruction on the land weakens the land. And landslides affect people, animals, and natural resources directly or indirectly. Debris can block roads, supply lines of telecommunication, electricity, water, etc., and waterways. Productivity of agricultural and forest land reduces. Landslide and floods are associated with each other. Moving mass of land can bury people and animals under the debris. And landslides can be checked by growing vegetation on the slopes. Excavation, removal of materials from the soil or cutting trees should be avoided. So, this was landslides and what precautions we should take during landslides. Do listen to weather forecast on radio, TV, etc. about the heavy rains. Means always we should listen the weather forecast. Abnormal sounds of soil and rock movement of breaking of trees should be heard attentively and taken seriously. And evacuation must be quick and shelter must be taken under trees or solid objects if rocks are falling. So we have to follow these precautions during landslides. So this was about natural disasters. I hope you all have understood. Once again read the book. Then in the next class I will give you the question answer. Thank you.